Hi air signs, welcome back to my channel. We are about relationship with self first, okay? So you can have a healthy relationship outside of yourself with healthy emotions, so you can identify your intuition, okay? To bring in that good wealth, that good health, but it comes from the essence of love, all right? Loving self, loving beings, loving planet, and loving God, all right? We're balancing the feminine and masculine energy within oneself so you can co-create with the universe. The universe does not co-create without you, okay? Air signs, you're about intellect, you're about being versatile, okay? We're looking at idealistic, we're looking at humanitarian, we're looking at brotherhood. You are the lesson of brotherhood, okay? So the energy we have, all right, for you, your first card coming out, my darlings, all right, when it comes to co-creating, okay, within your energy, we're looking at maybe someone's playing it safe, or your energy, you're playing it safe, maybe with an Aries, Leo, Sagittarius person. Maybe looking at procrastinations because of lack of commitment, maybe. Maybe there seems to be obstacles, delays. Someone's not planning for their future. So they're stuck in their past. Someone needs to return home, or somebody wants to return from travels, maybe. Maybe someone's in your energy returning back from their travels. Because now you're looking at maybe a Leo person. Or you're looking at the inner child. Someone's inner child or someone's child is very negative. Now look at depression. For the upside down sun. Maybe someone's creating delays, maybe a Leo person because they're arrogant with their slack, cloudy setbacks. Because you're looking at, maybe you're thinking air signs about a Leo person in the energy of the thoughts of deception, manipulation. Someone has all the talk maybe, because maybe they're with a Taurus or a Capricorn person when it comes to financial security, family, inheritance. Someone has got a selective gob. Okay, so now looking at the gob is very devious, creating hazard actions. Someone's looking at self-expression because now in the air of the thoughts is gossip and bad news. Maybe you're thinking of a Gemini, Libra, Aquarius person in deception when it comes to negative actions. Very careless. Could be bloody Trump. I don't know why I heard that. Someone is not planning properly. Someone's stuck in their past anyway. Maybe a fire sign person, a Leo person, in the thoughts of deception, creating hazard actions with their emotions. Because now we're looking at, you have to pour love into yourself, air signs. Let go of any emotional baggage, because you understand behind the cup of Holy Grail, which is you, there seems to be the thoughts of deception, okay? Just water your inner child, all right? You water away the negativity, because someone's been very careless with their thoughts, creating cloudy setbacks. So now we're looking at, this is your opportunity for a fresh start, all right? Or for a new relationship. Whether or not you choose to take it, my darling, it's up to you to drink it. But look at the Holy Grail of self, all right? Look at love, look at compassion of the feelings. Maybe you're thinking about a Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces person. Maybe you think about deception and their thoughts, maybe, when it comes to love. Someone's got new feelings anyway when it comes to spirituality. Look at your intuition. Yeah, look at your intuition. Maybe looking at a baby intuitively, because now you're looking at proposal, maybe a spiritual proposal or a spiritual marriage. Because now you're listening to your own inner heart. Why? Because the heart is the seat of the soul, air signs. So now you're going with something sentimental, maybe something romantic. Maybe you want to share your feelings, maybe with a Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces person, all right? Or maybe look at your own tender moments with someone special. Maybe looking at being free, a free spirited person, so you'll dance like no one is watching, you don't even care. Maybe like a little goof. Have fun though, all right? Air signs, have fun with life, you know? Maybe look at your dreams. Pay attention to your dreams, okay? Seems to be new love. Maybe you're surprised. But someone's very curious, looking at information about you. Maybe you sent messages, news, maybe. And a Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces person is looking at it. Maybe you're looking at listening to your head of a heart. Or head balanced with the heart. Someone's very curious about your emotions after the thoughts of deception. Maybe from a Leo person or Aries, Leo, Sagittarius person, take it as it resonates. Maybe they're testing your emotions, you know. Bunch of children in the playground, I guess. Want to play kiss chase. Maybe you think about karmic masculine, very immature with their emotions. Or maybe you feel very goofy with your emotions, air signs, because you're paying attention to your dreams. So we're looking at misfortune, bad luck, maybe, to expand something with an Aries, Leo, Sagittarius person. Look at procrastination, obstacles. So there's no control. Someone's resistant to change, maybe a fire sign person. So you're breaking the generational curse. Someone's bringing negative phases every time you meet this person. It's some negative phase. So you're focused on your inner child, all right? Because maybe you feel let down, maybe by a fire sign person with their negativity, their negative energy. Maybe they're projecting their depression over here. So you're looking at sadness, delays, maybe for a fire sign person with their careless emotions or energy, arrogance, cloudy setbacks. So maybe air signs, you feel as if maybe you are being very deceptive. So you're letting us down, I guess. That's not bringing in brotherhood, is it? Or humanity. No, it's not. You've got to sort out your own thoughts, maybe. Very devious. It's taking on hazardous actions when it comes to your energy. When it comes to your self-expression, maybe you're too much in your ego. You're creating gossip and bad information. Very arrogant. You're doing things from the arrogance of your cloudy setbacks. So I think you need to sit back and start looking. Yeah, because you're creating conflicts within the energy of people's thoughts. Maybe you got a clash, maybe with a fire sign person. So now the tension's very high, all right? And now you're in the midst of a conflict, competition, or maybe challenges with about 5 other people in a group. Someone's looking at maybe implementing their ability to move forward from maybe deception, from an Aries or Sagittarius person, or in the energy of a group of people involved in not creating or finding a common ground, very unable to find a common ground. Bunch of leaders, maybe a bunch of buffoons. Everyone is fighting to be heard, but yet no one's bloody listening. So now you're creating calm and listening. Someone needs to calm their storm, man, and listen to what others have to say, because people are being too devious, man. It may be not easy to hear or easy to do, but you've got to have an open mind. And that it will encourage productivity, because there's too much debate, rivalry, conflict, disagreements, too much strife in the air. Someone's fighting over their territory, clashing egos, pity, petty, bitty. So this might be a group of leaders, or in the energy of people's thoughts. Too much deception could be from a fire sign person, or maybe a Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces person. Try one more time, maybe. Maybe someone's drifting their emotions. Maybe you're drifting, air signs, because you think that fire sign person just like to avoid their emotions or their thoughts when they create conflicts with buffoons. So now you're looking at maybe someone fears change, someone fears that loss, maybe someone's clinging to the past. Maybe you are air signs, because maybe a fire sign was very deceptive. Oh, Queen of Wands, you're back again. You're in your thoughts, are you? About deception with a Gemini, Libra, Aquarius person. Devious, hazard actions. Maybe you want to create this person for sparking ideas. You want to embark on something new, but you may not have a plan in place. Know where you're heading. You've got the courage, the commitment, the confidence. Air signs, someone thinks you got the courage, the confidence. Someone thinks you are sexy. Someone likes how you find yourself. Someone likes the way that you are very self-aware and confident, even though there's energy in the air of deception, manipulation surrounding you for devious people. Because beside you, pure energy of conflict, rivals, challenges, people fighting over your territory, don't even belong to them. And you're thinking, you look and stay over there with that foolishness, because you're serving yourself well when it comes to your energy. You've got that zest for life. Yeah, well done. That's what they think about you, air signs. Could be a female person, or you could be thinking about that Gemini, Libra, Aquarius person that is very, very devious. Alright? You can have determination, you can have your joy. So someone wants to pour out love to you, my darling, because someone thinks you're absolutely sexy. Yeah. They like how you're really laser focused on your work, and that you keep your friendliness. You're very optimistic with your attitude. You can go through blocks. Someone's got you on a pedestal. Or maybe someone's got in high honours. I don't really like that pedestal thing. I think it's a bit silly. But, you know, you can have a She-Ra and a hero. Find that in you, you know. It will serve you well. When it comes to love, compassion, creativity, someone's got some new feelings. Maybe look at spirituality for the intuition, because you are moving as a soul, having a human experience. Look at your progress, your actions. Look at your determinations, your willpower, as that woman that thinks maybe that you're sexy, or someone thinks maybe air sign thinks that Queen of Wands is very sexy, take it as it resonates. But we're looking at departure, the courage, the victory for you to come out of deception from an illusion, because you're thinking of love. That's what keeps your fuel going, the car of yourself. Maybe someone is looking for long-term investment with you, a long-term view. They like their hard work. They love your hard work, your due diligence. Maybe a Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn person looking at your creative opportunities. When it comes to news, messages, information from your intuition, they're very curious. They want to make an investment, the possibilities, you know. So someone had a very happy surprise from a dreamer. Oh, sensitivity, is it? New love, never mind. Maybe a Taurus, like a Capricorn person, this is a new love. Maybe want to make an investment, stability. Maybe someone's looking at results. Yeah, looking at results, is it? Looking at your reward. Someone thinks you're very rewarding, my darling. Someone's in their emotions for you, air signs. Someone thinks you're very sexy, but this seems to be a conflict, a rival, you know. But someone's trying to play it safe, I guess. Don't play it safe there, air signs. Someone in your energy trying to play it safe, though. Maybe a fire sign person. When it comes to God's Two of Cups. We're looking at the Emperor and the Empress. We're looking at God's Two of Cups, unified love. We're looking at partnership. We're looking at mutual attraction. We're looking at proposals, marriages, connection. We're looking at you being single, self-sufficient, my darlings. We're looking at how independent you are. It comes from self-sufficiency. Independent for some people is hanging on to people, okay? To use their energy, their thoughts, to create your movements in your life. But you don't need people to move your life. That's air signs for you. Very unpredictable. They like to learn, all right? So now we're learning about moving, being a soul, having a human experience. Someone thinks you're very enthusiastic. You're looking at the fruits of your labor, air signs, all right? You look at the comfort, the rewards. You look at your own luxury. You look at self-sufficiency. You have plenty of financial independence coming your way to bring that stability. Now, someone's trying to play it safe, an upside down Queen of Wands. Someone that's very pushy. Someone that brings seduction through lies, all right? Looking at strictness, disorganization. Someone looking at their morals when it comes to someone trying to impose their values on other people about you. Maybe there's another one, a Queen of Cups as well. Looking at vanity, gullibility, or someone probably thinks about you and your energy, but they got it wrong. That was a devious message. Yeah, the lie. The lie. So now someone's looking at your independence, an upside down Queen of Wands. Lack of planning, you see. So now they've got this foresight. They're stuck in their past, maybe. Oh, yeah, maybe because of fire sign, but who's returning to travels. Maybe a Leo person. Now we're looking at, a Taurus person, is it, my darling? Never mind. Taurus person look at poverty, or maybe you was looking at poverty. No, you're not, my darling. You're looking at a new job, air signs, good news, good earthly matters, solid beginnings for you. You're setting your goals. You've got your opportunity to increase your income. Maybe you're looking at a book deal, maybe book negotiation, someone trying to block, never mind. Have an open mind, my darling, all right? You're the student, all right? You're the student. And you are the teacher. It makes you very wise as a scholar. Someone who's willing to learn. That's a typical air sign person. All right? Now you look at someone you can count on. Yourself. Somebody thought they can count on you. A Taurus person because they got hardship. They wanted hardship. They were projecting it on you, my darling. They're going through their bankruptcy. They're going through homelessness. Oh, yeah. They want that for you, my darling. Someone's looking at unemployment. All right? And someone feels like the world is against them. Never mind. Because now you're probably thinking about a Gemini person. Maybe a Gemini person. Or maybe this Taurus person or a Queen of Wands, upside down people, backstabbing, betrayal, bringing deception, manipulation, all the talk, devious, hazard actions from these females around you in your energy, looking at self-expression, but through gossip and bad information. Somebody was spreading bad information, being very bitchy about you, my darling, very bad-mouthing, maybe a Taurus person or upside down Queen of Wands when it comes to their financial collapse. Someone wants you to have a mental breakdown, my darling, exhaustion by the mental, so they can go around being devious, talking about you, about your self-expression. No. Someone has an inability to cope. Oh, because someone was trying to do a curse. No. Rock bottom to you, my darling. Right back to sender. Oh, yeah, because all you've got to do is walk in love, talking truth, correct your flaws, and goes right back to sender. And now there's an upside-down Queen of Wands looking at you thinking, uh-oh, they have nothing to go forward with. They're looking at a deadlock. Shivering ties, my darling, saying goodbye. They're in the coffin, really. That's what's in their thoughts of a Gemini person. Backstabbing, deception, manipulation, Gemini person. Never mind, with a Taurus person and an upside down Queen of Wands. No, my darling, air sign. Use your intuition. Pour love into yourself, and there you go. You wheel yourself into the fortune. Good luck is in your way, my darling. You reach your destiny. You got your chance, your karma. Someone's going for a karmic cycle while you're going for your destiny, my darling. We're looking at soulmates. We're looking at the point of love. We're looking at creativity from your emotions. Unfortunately, maybe a Taurus person looking at unpaid bills, money problems, self-doubt. Oh, yeah, greedy, stingy bitch when it comes to creative opportunities. They thought they can be conniving. Never mind. And antagonizer has now been in trouble. All right? Upheaval, my darling. While you're going through a fortune. It's been fated for you, my darling. Cycles of life. We're here to break generational curses, not to create them. Someone bring delayed news, maybe a Gemini person, delayed news, or maybe a Gemini person being very malicious, very hypocritical, maybe very suspicious, maybe about your emotions. Someone's got problems, someone who does not concern about anyone else's feelings. So now you're probably looking at your own thoughts, air signs, some of you. You're looking at delayed news, all right, because someone's going through bad luck, upheaval, disorder. Someone's going through external forces because it's something you cannot change. Why? Because the wheel of fortune keeps moving regardless of what you do. So now someone's like unwelcome changes, now delays when it comes to information, planning, because someone's very protected and guarded over their information. Someone's being very calculated, maybe a Gemini person, very unconcerned about feelings of other people. Looking at maybe a dictator or someone wants to communicate, maybe a scientist, maybe a mathematic person, or maybe just a fucking traveler doesn't know how to use their senses properly. Looking at the devil. Maybe looking at the devil person, maybe a Queen of Wands upside down or Taurus person when it comes to their own fucking bad luck. Now you've got upside down. Upright for you, upside down for them, my darling. They're going through bad luck. Oh, yeah, no control. People don't have no control, no behavior. They resist their own change. Why? Because they like the devil energy. They love the devil. Gold or diamonds, that's how they make their breakthroughs. Someone's looking at breaking generational curses, but someone's looking at negative thoughts. So now we're looking at maybe a King of Wands, maybe. Going through bad luck, maybe because he was lying, being very devious. A very prejudiced person, a liar, a devious little bastard. Or you're looking at another Aries person, right, going through bad luck. Maybe he's being in charge, very devious. Oh, yeah, indecisive person. Look at independence, loyalty, maybe for this person, unexpected income. Maybe someone who is inspired by others to create an achievement, but he turned his back. Maybe this leader. Maybe he was walking around with a seductive little liar. Maybe a Queen of Wands upside down, very disorganized. Maybe someone that has no morals, no respect, all right? Someone that imposes their values on other people. Oh, is it a Taurus person? Never mind. Looking at temporary hardship. Oh, yeah, behind the King of Wands when it comes to leadership. Now he's got a conflict now. Why? Because he was laying down with Taurus, where he brought a rival to you, some of you, or someone feels maybe a Taurus person felt, no, you're my competition, darling. So maybe the time behind the King of Wands back, they said, oh, no, you're my rival, my lovely. Maybe a counterpart to the King of Wands, King and Queen of Wands, but Taurus wanted to do that instead. But no, we don't understand what you're trying to do. Destiny swapping, never mind. So someone's clashing with their egos now, but because destiny swapping did not work. So they're looking at resistance to change. Maybe the King of Wands said, I'm not changing. I'm not going to your destiny, my darling. I'm going to my own destiny. Everyone has their own fucking purpose. All right? So now you're looking at foresight. Someone's looking at this foresight when it comes to messages, all right, when you're looking at the intuition. Someone's looking at stability or looking at soulmate connections or twin flame connections. Someone's looking at debate, a political debate, because someone came in as a rival, maybe a Taurus person, because they're feeling down with their negative thoughts, because they don't believe in God, so they're very sad with their own emotions. When it comes to the energy of this person, is dark. All right, so now we're looking at insights. Maybe someone's fighting for the territory, clashes, ego, pity. Why? Because air signs, my darling, you're the Queen of Wands. Someone thinks that you're very mysterious when it comes to your intuition, in and knowing. Into me, I know you need to know thyself. All right, trust yourself by telling the truth. Right, clean your flaws, walking in love, talking the truth, and there you go. Spiritual insight. That's simple. Now we're looking at emotional stability, or maybe look at diminution. Someone feels you are the Empress, a real life Empress. Now someone's looking at the wisdom, the knowledge, and someone's yet to reveal. So now we can spiritually being guided, my darling, to discover your own truth. All right? Someone thinks you've got the courage and independence. Oh, yeah, someone feels like you've got a zest for life when it comes to determination. Maybe King of Wands. Maybe the King of Wands sees you as a counterpart, but oh, he brought procrastination, did he? He thought somebody was a challenge for you, a Taurus person, or maybe upside down Queen of Wands, and he was sadly mistaken. So now we're looking at being driven by God, my darling. All right? Maybe think about a King of Swords, maybe going for destruction. You people. God moved the car. All right, look at your truth, maybe. Maybe look at someone, look at delayed news, okay, when it comes to inspiration, ideas, plannings, maybe. Maybe look at guarding yourself, because someone's very selfish, very ruthless, all right, very devious, maybe King of Swords, all right. Maybe like malicious, someone who is only curious or calculated, like he's a fucking calculator. Or a King of Wands is in the truth. He's bringing structure as a leader with his thoughts, going with the truth with his thoughts when it comes to destiny, love. Maybe this masculine is two different masculines being guided by a King of Swords, or the King of Wands is one person. We're looking at structure, we're looking at the truth, we're looking at rationale, we're looking at logic. We're looking at intuitive couple being reliable to each other. Looking at the routine. All right, maybe this King of Swords, look at the routine, maybe, when it comes to patience, when it comes to unexpected sources of money or income. Or maybe that's an earth sign person. It's time for you to heal your BC. So now you're looking at reliable. Be reliable to yourself. You cannot rely on people. You've got to be patient when it comes to intuition. Trust yourself, all right? You trust your inner knowledge. Someone's looking at your hard work, all right? Somebody wants to work with you, or someone who is very much reaching their goals, air sign. Air sign, you've been traveling. I see God all the time as well, air signs, all right? Write your dreams down. Someone's looking at you as a comfort of love. They feel that your emotions very kind. Looking at your intuition, a very good idea. They feel like you're very sensitive though, but thoughtful at the same time, very balanced with the King and Queen of Swords maybe. You're looking at the dreamer from your imagination. You could be a very psychic person because you use your emotions, all right, to do your lotions for dependence. Maybe looking at your little youth within your intuition. Someone who's interested in learning about your emotional issues. Maybe a Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces person, or a Gemini person. But now you're looking at maybe the King of Wands, or maybe two different people when it comes to the leadership, when it comes with truth. Use your intuition. All right, go within yourself, be more curious. All right, someone's ending their defeat when it comes to poverty. All right, or they thought they would, but they know they're going into a karmic cycle. Remember, walk in love, talk in truth. Love you guys. Bye.